Hi guys, this is Vinash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss how to create the first Cloudflow with templates and without template in Power Automate. Now, how to create the Cloudflow from the templates. So first of all, we'll check save Gmail attachment to your Google Drive. This is the predefined template, and we will check this one. So we can check the function of this template. We have a Gmail account and a Google Drive. In Gmail account, whenever the mail is arriving on this account and we have a Cloudflow, the Cloudflow is monitoring this account. If the attachment is there in the mail, then Cloudflow will copy the attachment from the Gmail account to our Google Drive. So arriving the mail on the Gmail account is trigger, and copying the attachment to the Google Drive is an action. Now we check with the practical how to create the Cloudflow from the templates. So first of all, templates, then search Gmail. Second one, save Gmail attachment to your Google Drive, and the type of this flow is automated. Select this one. So we can see the flow. We have Gmail account, then Google Drive, and if you observe, we have two connections for the Gmail account and the Google Drive. So already I've set the connection, but one connection is for the Gmail account, that is the Lotus image, and second connection is for the another email ID, that is the Avinash6041. Suppose you want to change the connection or the account is not connected, then click here and we have an option add new connection. From here you can create the new connection for your Gmail account or Google Drive. Okay, so create flow. Now we have the details of our flow created. The name of the flow, descriptions, and the owner. Then these are the status of the connection. So connection are the proper, and then owner's name. So we have a flow checker. If you see the red mark here, it means something is wrong. There is an error with this flow. So you can fix the error, and now then you can share this flow with the others email IDs. Then save as, delete, you can delete, send a copy to, submit as template, export, analytics, turn off, and the repair tip offs. So we will discuss all these options later, but for now we check edit. So you can observe we have a workflow. We have two steps. On first step we have the Gmail account, and in second step we have the Google Drive. So we check Gmail account. When a new mail arrives in inbox, label inbox. Suppose if you want to check or if you want to monitor the particular folder, then you can change from here. So you can select any folder name here. So by default say inbox. Then we have the advanced options. For now we'll take all the default values. Then you can mention the email address, other email address. Then from, if you want to restrict the email ID. Suppose if you want to execute the workflow, if the email is arriving from a particular email address, then you can mention that email address here. Then subject, also you can check the subject. If the subject is there, say particular word, then you can mention here. Then importance, start, has attachments, and include attachments. These two are important, and by default these are the yes. Okay, now we check more details. We have two steps inside. First step is the attachments. Basically this defines the path from the attachment is coming. This attachment is coming from our emails. So by default it will create the path from the email. Second one is the create file. This step will create a file on the Google Drive with the attachments. Okay. Now we have a peak code. If we click this one, then we can check the what code has been generated by the system. So this is the code. Now we save this one. So we have a message. Your flow is ready to go. We recommend you test it. So click test. and we have two options, manually and automatically. So first of all we will test manually. Now you can observe our flow is running. So we send email to Lotus image, compose and Lotus, two Lotus image, self, then test flow, and attachment. This one and open. So we have an attachment with this mail. Now we send this mail. So we receive this mail in inbox. This is our email and attachment is there. Now we check our Google Drive. So Google Drive is blank. No file is there. Okay. Now we check the Google Drive again. So we have attachment in our Google Drive. So back to flow and my flow. In my flow, we can check the list of the flows we created. And here we can check the history of this one. Then say run history. In history we can check this flow. Duration 3 seconds. Then status succeeded. So this is how we can create the flow from a template. Now we'll check how to create the cloud flow without template. So already we have a flow and which has been created the template. So first of all we turn off this because this is already running. So turn off. Now create, because we are creating the flow without template. So create. Start from the blank. Automated cloud flow. So previous template was the automated. So this time also we take the automated. Select this one. Now flow name, say my first flow. Then choose flow trigger. Trigger the mail arriving on the Gmail account. So type Gmail and this one. When a new mail arrive on Gmail account. Now create. So we have the first step, Gmail account. Gmail account, label inbox. Again you can select the folders. So if you want like check the, or if you want to monitor the other folder, then you can select that folder. Otherwise by default it's a inbox. Advanced options. The options are the same as we tested in the previous example, but has attachments and the include attachments. These are by default no. So in case of the templates, these options was the yes. But when you create a custom, so by default these are the no. So make it yes. So this is done now. Next step. Next step is we have to copy the attachment to the Google Drive. That is the action. So Google, then this is the Google Drive. And action. When we check the our previous example, in the Google Drive, there was a create file. So we'll take the create file. In create file, we have three options: folder path, file name, and the file content. In case of the templates, when we create the flow from the templates, so these options were filled automatically by the system. But in case of the custom, we have to fill up this information manually. So first of all, folder path. Folder path, select this one, this icon, and Google Drive. Attachments. So this is the attachments, then the file name. Here we can define the name of the attachments which has to be created on the Google Drive, hard code, but we want the name of the file should be the same as the attachment. So add dynamically attachment name. Then third one is the file content. Again file content, then dynamically attachment contents. Select this one. Now this is done. Save this flow and we have a message. Your flow is ready to go. We recommend you test it. So test manually, then test. So we can observe the flow is in running mode. Now we send an email, Lotus image, compose, self-test, Lotus image. Subject, manual flow test. Now attachment, say this one. Now we send this one. Okay. We check our flow, still running. So now we check the status. So both steps are having the tick mark, green tick mark. It means this flow has been executed successfully. Now we check the Google Drive, refresh. Now we have the another attachments in our Google Drive, which we send in our email. So this is how you can create a custom cloud flow. So guys, this was about the how to create the first cloud flow with template and without template. Thanks for watching the video.